Have you ever wanted to start your own business? Maybe you really want to make some extra money, or you want to have time with your family again, work from home, have your kids involved. We wanted to do that,
For sure.
and we did do that.
And we are doing that.
But maybe it's hard for you because you're trying to figure out, you're like, how am I possibly going to have success doing this? Well, today we're going to talk about the number one secret for business success. You might be starting by going, hey, you know what? I'm trying to figure out what I can do. That's what I did. I was like, what can I do for people to pay me?
What can we do? We're not good at anything.
I said that. You said that too.
I know.
You might have said it worse than me.
Probably.
Yeah, I was like, what can I possibly, who's going to pay me to do anything?
Mine was more specifically online. Like, what can I do online to get paid? Because I was working at a factory when,
That's true.
Right? So, I was getting paid, but I had no idea, how do I take this over here and
the only thing
do something with it over here?
Paid for is if I went somewhere and spent my time doing something I just guess somebody would pay me to clean a house or something.
Same
like that.
Same
and
for
not
that.
There's anything wrong with that, but it's not scalable or anything.
It's a lot less scalable.
Well, unless you hire people, and anyways,
with a lot less, with all those headaches.
Right. You know what we were doing? We were thinking about what we could do.
Yeah.
We were thinking about what can we do? What can we do? What can I do? What can I do? And some people might be able to think oh, actually I'm good at this and I'm good at this and I'm good at that. And it doesn't actually always guarantee that you have success just because you're good at something.
That's true.
So, I wanted to talk about before we go into the secret, and it's worth it, I promise. I want to talk about Chick-fil-A.
Ooh.
Not because I'm hungry.
No, because, in full transparency, we don't really eat fast food.
We used to eat Chick-fil-A, though.
Chick-fil-A, when we did make exceptions.
Do you remember when we live in Florida now? But before we lived in Florida, we drove down to Florida, and we ate at Chick-fil-A
because it was
20 times.
It was the only place that was we would accept. Everything else we were I don't really want to go there. We literally
probably ate at Chick-fil-A breakfast, lunch, and dinner on the entire drive down, the entire drive back, which was 24 hours.
Oh, well, yeah, it was I think it was 17 hours one way.
So let's talk about why Chick-fil-A is so popular.
Yeah.
Is it because of their chicken?
No, I think it's because of the cows, right?
It could be.
The milk cows. Nonetheless.
Don't even.
I'm sorry, I can't help it. I can't unsee that.
So he has this obsession with the fact that I'm sorry, Chick-fil-A. The Chick-fil-A cow that says eat more chicken is actually a milk cow, so you don't actually eat that cow. Anyways.
So that's not that was not my thing. Okay. A gentleman that I worked with, he brought it up to me at one point. He actually called Chick-fil-A and was like, hey, you guys got milk cows on your thing, and they're like, go away, dude.
Enough of the cows. Okay, so they have great chicken. They have great chicken.
Yeah.
Great breakfast, chicken breakfast. Yeah. It's a thing. So they have all these they do have fantastic food, right? And they actually are the number one franchise, aren't they?
So hold on, before you go there, I wonder if anybody thinks that KFC or
Raising Cane's,
or I don't. Well, that one wasn't on my list.
No.
So, or let's see, or Zaxby's or Bojangles. I wonder if anybody thinks that they
McDonald's?
have. Well, McDonald's is different. I guess they have chicken, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't know.
McChicken.
Oh yeah, I guess so. So, do you think anybody else actually has better chicken than Chick-fil-A? Right. So, pick somebody. I'm going to name off a couple.
Okay, somebody's going to say my grandma makes better chicken.
Okay, fast food. I'm sorry. She's got a good point.
You would say I make better chicken, and I would say you make better chicken.
That's not hard. That's not hard. On the grill, okay. But who makes better?
Because he has a Traeger.
Well, yeah, Traegers make all the difference in the world. I'm not brand repping them. That's not a promotion, but they do make good stuff. But let us know in the comments who you think has better chicken than Chick-fil-A.
Other than your spouse.
That's fast food.
Right. So, but the point being is Chick-fil-A does make great chicken.
They do.
But they're also super, super successful business.
They are wildly profitable. So I had to go look at the numbers because I'm the data guy, right? I gotta
All right, spit it out. What's the data?
So hold on, I'm gonna pull it up on my phone. So I had to get the right numbers. So I think this was 2021 maybe. So the average, franchises go by average sales per store and I think it's average sales per store in a year, right? So I'm going to tell you KFC's first because it's crazy. So KFC on average, all their stores, almost 4,000 stores, they make $1.4 million per store per year on average, right? Revenue. Not like that's not take home, that's revenue. So Chick-fil-A,
1.4 million, you said?
1.4 million, that's the average per store.
What's Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A is $6.1 million average per store. And they're closed on Sunday.
I was going to say they're closed on Sunday. And if you ever notice, wait, who are you comparing to? KFC?
KFC.
Okay, just go with me for a minute. When you drive by a Chick-fil-A, how many of you have seen a Chick-fil-A line around the building? Maybe twice.
And they got double line. They redid all their stuff. They have double lines.
And sometimes they're still on the sidewalk and like preventing people from pulling
So
in.
they actually block traffic in Florida where we're at. Like they block a turn lane into a plaza because they're in a plaza. It's crazy.
But my question is, probably most of you have seen that if you've driven by many.
If there's a Chick-fil-A in your town, you've seen it.
How many of you have seen that at KFC?
Probably not.
Maybe during the dinner rush. Maybe.
Blocking traffic?
I've seen it at McDonald's a couple times, sometimes.
Oh, so do you want to know McDonald's?
I do want to know McDonald's.
Okay, so McDonald's is doing a little bit better.
You know McDonald's.
Well, it's on the list.
Your dad.
So McDonald's is a little bit better, right? But they're not a direct competitor.
But they're open 7 days a week.
7 days a week, and they have a couple more stores. So, so their average is $3.4 million revenue.
So half of Chick-fil-A.
Half of Chick-fil-A. A little more than it's a little more than half. They're open on Sunday, and guess how many stores they have?
Twice as many?
Oh no!
5 times?
They have 13,432 stores, and Chick-fil-A only has 2,732 stores.
I don't know that percentage, but I know it's a lot more.
It's a lot more.
Okay, so let's go back. So
like 4 times.
They do have good chicken, but that can't be you can't get that kind of numbers just with chicken.
Of course not.
So what is it?
What is it?
All right. So here's the secret.
You gonna tell them?
I guess I have.
Well,
I'm in the middle of a video here.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. So here's the thing, and you guys probably already are kind of thinking, well, why would you want to go to Chick-fil-A? Why do people want to go to Chick-fil-A? Well, most of the time, yes, the food is good. Don't get me wrong. But it's actually the service that people go for, right?
For sure.
Because you, somebody called it happy chicken. Go get me some.
No, they called it Jesus chicken.
Oh, Jesus chicken.
It wasn't happy chicken. It was Jesus chicken.
Happy Jesus chicken.
Right.
But because the service is so good, literally they treat you like you're amazing, and it's great.
Everybody's happy. No one's ever mad.
No one. Literally, it's like you're.
They never have a bad day.
It's better than Disney World. It's like chicken.
It's
chicken
better
World.
than Disney World.
So here.
When's the last time you went to Disney World?
No, I've never been to Disney. No, I did.
I was a kid.
8.
So how do you? Okay, maybe you remember. You were happy when you were there. That's probably why you remember.
All I remember is going to the one treehouse place. Anyways, doesn't matter. So here's the principle, okay? And this is the principle or the secret of business success, okay? And then I'm going to tell you how to relate it to you. The secret is this: success follows service.
Ooh, that was strong. I like that.
So am I. No, I'm just joking. I haven't worked out in a long time.
Me neither. We'll have to get back to that.
Don't tell your brother. He'll yell at you. He's a trainer, that's why. Anyways, not him, his brother. So success follows service, right? So here's the thing, guys. At the beginning, I said to you that when we started, and you might do this too, is you're thinking about what you can do, right? Instead of thinking about who you can help, okay? Thinking about what people need. Right?
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A said, hey, how can we make people's experience good? What do people need? They need people to help them and serve them, and they need it to get them. They need that fast.
And what do they care about most when they're getting fast food, right? Mm-hmm.
During lunch, a lot of people go during lunch.
A lot of people go. They go all the time. But when I went to fast food, one of the things that I hated was
dealing with cranky people.
Well, a little bit of cranky people, but just the service, yeah, the service just okay, right?
Especially at fast food,
okay,
just okay,
right?
They're let's make really good service and get your food fast, because a lot of times you sacrifice service for fast food, and they're what do people want? They want good service and their food fast.
Yep.
If we can give them both, then we win. And guess what? They thought they went into their business with the marketplace in mind, with people that they're serving in mind, and they said, what do they want? And we're going to give it to them, and they win.
Boom. And now they're killing the game, and they're beating everybody in the fast food market and probably any other kind of fast food-esque.
And we can't get into it for time purposes right now, but they also treat their franchise owners like amazing too. And so
from what we hear,
I mean.
But don't they make them apply? Like you can't just.
Yeah, we can't get into that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But here's the thing. But here's the thing.
So excited.
Their franchise owners are their customers as well.
Mm-hmm.
So they go, what do they need? So here's the thing. They're always looking for what the other person needs first, right? Their customer, whether it's their franchise owner or the person buying their food. And it's kind of crazy. The Bible is the best book on success principles ever.
Yeah.
And it does have that in there. It
says, oh yeah? No way. Where at?
I can't even.
Do you have a verse?
I can't stop.
Do you?
But it's like, serve other people, put other people first. The last shall be first and the first shall be last, right? And so often we go into business not thinking about it. We're putting ourselves first. What can we do? That's putting ourselves first instead of what do other people need? That's putting them first. So if we go into it with a service mindset, success follows service. And so if you're sitting there and going, I don't know if I can figure out something that's going to be successful, start looking around and saying, how can I solve other people's problems? Because guess what an entrepreneur is? Guess what a business owner is? What is the number one job of a business owner, Zach?
To solve other people's problems.
Whoa, you got it right this time.
And come on. I probably have gotten it wrong a couple times.
We did when we first started, but a lot of people do. Don't feel bad.
Yeah, for sure. But I mean, it's that. But it's making sure it's like taking personal responsibility for it, right?
Well, you know who did know this? Zig Ziglar. Do you remember the quote?
I don't.
It's a great quote. So it says you will get, or basically, I'm paraphrasing a little bit, but it says you'll get wait. How does it go? Okay. You will get everything you want out of life. I'm sorry if I butcher this quote. Somebody will put it down here. I promise. In the comments.
How about we just put it into the edit?
We'll put it in the
We'll put it on the screen.
Anyways, we could do that. But you'll get everything you want out of life if you help other people get what they want. So basically, if you help other people, if you help solve problems for other people and help other people get what they want, that is how you will get what you want. And not in an icky way of like, I'm going to try to manipulate people, but like genuinely just care about people and serve people and try to help people and solve their problems. And that does not mean that you don't get paid for it. Charging is part of helping people. Trust me. We'll get into that another time. But just remember, come from a place of service. Success follows service. So if you're just starting or trying to figure it out, or you've been going for a while and you haven't gotten a lot of momentum, the way we got momentum is by saying, what's a problem we can solve for somebody else? What is something?
How can we serve people? How can we serve somebody?
How can we use the things that we're good at to serve people?
Yeah, and fix a need that they have, right? Like they have this something here is causing them whatever pain of some kind, or their business isn't functioning how it could be. How can we solve that problem and offer them to them in a way that they feel
so just remember, success follows service. So if you want to get started or you want to scale, then just remember, look for a way to serve other people. Hey, if you enjoyed this random lesson and you would like another one, just kidding. But if you enjoyed today's episode...
Random business lesson here.
If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to hear more from us, check out this video.
Right here.
And,
more random business videos.
And hopefully it will serve you well.